What's up, guys? Hey, if you're watching this after the fact, leave a comment for me. I want to see how many of these views I'm actually getting after the fact. I know I'd get more if we were doing it with back camera sideways. But huge storm rolling through here last night. I know a bunch of people are affected through that. So I hope everybody's doing good if you're down kind of Midwest, South, over in the East. I got up, I made some coffee. I want to play some guitar. I view these live streams kind of as like my not as good version of the Tom Bukovac just hangs every day. He's just doing them every day. I just like coming on live and be able to, in real time, talk with you guys. I know it makes them a lot longer, but what's up, everybody? Anyways, welcome to it. We got the Strat today. Listen to this through the speller. What's up, everybody? We got the Rainy Day. I said Rainy Day Blues. I guess I should play some blues. What's up, you guys? TJ, Grant, what's up, Grant? G, Dave. Rainy Day Blues, better than Snowy Day Blues. You know what? I don't know. I like the snowy days. I kind of do. Bumblebus, haven't seen you in a while, man. What's up, Jason? Guitar and Two, so many of these lives sound so bad. Hey, Jason. Well, I appreciate that. You know, anyone can get on and hop on live, right? And you know, if you're learning and you want to do that, you know, do your thing. But I do appreciate that, man. This is an SC Silver Sky, right? I think it. You know, I'd love to do, you guys. I'd love to somehow get in touch with Tom Bukovac and go sit down and have him just like school me. You know, I think that'd be a really cool video. I don't know if he'd be up for it, but sit down and be like, all right, dude, show me some stuff. tell me what I can get better at, you know? Is that a problem? Is what a problem? No, it's not a problem. AJ, good to see you. You know? Okay. Grant, first question. Is that a Strat, Andrew? It's the PRS one, right? It's the John Mayer. It's the cheap one too. It's not the American made one. It sounds pretty good, dude. I'm in that out of phase thing, right? That's where you get the. Listen how good this reverb sounds on this amp, dude. If I turn this reverb way up, listen to this. That's just the amp. We're doing. Anyways, here, come on up, guy. Come on up. Come here. We got Stetson, the guest. I think I made him the thumbnail for this, but okay, Grant. Sorry, I got carried away, Grant, with that reverb. Doesn't that reverb sound good, dude? This Bella reverb, the reverb is usable all the way up to 10, dude. That was it on 8, and it goes up to 10. I'm keeping it right now more around like 4. Okay. Brother, what's up, Matico? With Stetson and Olive in the chat. Thank you, sir. Okay, Grant, let me come back to your question. Tim, if you're playing lead guitar on Broadway and someone requests a song you have never heard, how would you play an intro lead that you've never heard / played before? Ever been in that situation? Okay. I have, in different guys or girls, but different people down there might approach it differently. I think my not quick, easy answer, my cop-out answer is that I don't play Broadway as much. I got a lot of friends that play Broadway all the time, and they know so many songs, and they've been in that situation so much, and their ears probably better than mine, that I've been on that gig where people are grabbing their phones real quick and kind of turning it around, hold it up to your ear. You know, I've seen the drummer do that a lot, being like, okay, what's at least the general vibe and feel of it? It just depends on how complicated the intro is, and if it's in my type of style, you know. I'm trying to think of a specific song that happened, that I've never heard. I don't know. A lot of the Broadway bands I played on, were playing, I don't want to say easier stuff, but there's different types of requests. When someone requests like a Dwight Yoakam, like Guitars and Cadillacs or something, or is that the song where you're going to? I'm sitting so close to the amp, it's real loud when I'm close to it and on the bridge. But let me scooch back for a second, and I'm doing like a. Sometimes it's kind of easy, right? If I heard something like that, I might not be able to nail it off the bat, but I can get like, okay, it's in A, and he's doing something, you know? Like if I'd never heard Pickup Man before, and that intro that's that real quick, and I always mess up when I play this, so here comes the wrong. That's the lick, real slow. Okay, off the bat, if I had never heard that and I heard that lick, I am not necessarily good enough where I'm going to be able to cop that lick in 5 seconds from listening to it. So I'd probably just be like, okay, when the rhythm comes in, it's... And I just omit that lick, to be completely honest, you know? But I got a lot of friends. I mean, dude, I've watched someone before. What song? I've watched a band before. I think, I use this as an example all the time, but I think it really was Welcome to the Jungle. Where I watched the guy, like, the guitar player listening to it, and then was, like, ripping it like he had played it 100 times before, right off the bat, you know? And I just, I'm not as good as that. So, yeah, at some points you're put in that situation. There has been a couple times where I just flat out don't know it, and I'm like, man, is there another song you can request or something? When you're not the singer, you know, if the singer wants to do it, you kind of got to do it. It helps a lot, too. A lot of the situations I play in, almost all of them, the singer's playing at least acoustic guitar. And if they can sing it and play it, then they'll just kick it off on... And then sometimes I just hop on rhythm with them and make up a little something as an intro, you know, and just... So you don't nail it every time, and that is a stressful situation, honestly. I hate being in that situation, but there's a lot of people down here that thrive in it and are really good. But good question, Grant. Oh, PRS the problem. I see. I see, Jason. Okay. And Shakar, I don't know Lake of Fire by Nirvana. What's up, man? Sitting here drinking coffee. Hey, thanks, Kane. I'm drinking some coffee, too. My friend had one of the limited edition ones that came with the case. Sounds great. Dude, I'd love, honestly, an American one. I just bought a Telecaster. Andrew, what type did you get? Your SE is wonderful. Mike, I love them. Sounds good. Thanks, E. It's getting me in my feels. Heck yeah. Is that the Sir Bella? It is, Mike. Now that I got it back, I think almost everything you hear me doing on here is going to be the Bella. Look, I love the HDRX20, and it's a different kind of thing, but the Bella is a lot nicer. Oh, look, I missed a tip. Edward, what's up? Edward, dude, thank you for the $5 and the first tip in the chat. W. Edward, that's right. W's in the chat for Edward. Hold on. Go find Guthrie Trapp on a Monday where he plays at Eastside. I bet he would hook you up with Tom. Maybe. Yeah, Kane. I know Guthrie. I worked with Guthrie a lot when I first moved to town. I've thought about maybe trying to do the same thing with Guthrie, but I've worked a bunch with Guthrie. I think there's a world where both of them... I know Guthrie. So Guthrie I already know. And I saw Guthrie a couple months back at a bar here in Nashville, and he came up and said hi. I haven't seen him in a minute. I don't know if either would do a video, you know, but Tom's stuff's so laid back, and I think that'd be cool for you guys to be like, you know, Tom has essentially no benefit from it, but I think it'd be fun to hang, you know, hang and be like, dude, show me something. How can I get better, you know? And then record that for you guys. So Tom's definitely not on here or ever coming out and watching the live stream, you know. He's got better things to do, but I think that'd be a fun video, you know. And it's not completely out of the realm of possibilities. I've met Tom before. I don't think he'd remember. I met him through Guthrie. He'd remember the situation. I just don't know that he'd remember me. There was like 6 other students in this little class, and he came in and talked for a couple hours. And I was too shy and too new to ask any questions. I didn't even know who Tom was. This is like in 2017. But yeah, man, I think that'd be cool, dude. I'm trying to focus hard on the like not just noodling. I always do that too, but I'm trying to lock more in and being like, okay, if I'm gonna groove on something, let's get a groove going, even if it's simple, right? That's kind of a fun. I also think there's a world where Tom would look at my content and be like, fuck that guy. But, you know, I like his stuff. I watch it just like all you guys do. Tennessee Whiskey? I can play some Tennessee Whiskey. David Livy. Okay. Love from India. What's up, India? Thanks, AJ. Got AJ in here. Sorry, I'm in here talking, hanging. I'm hanging. Who inspires me? Great question. Who inspires me right now? Who inspires you guys? In fact, let's recycle that question right back to you guys. Who inspires you guys? Who is like your favorite player right now? What's something you're trying to learn? Like, tell me about that. Play with rings on. I get it. Scott, I've got I'm starting to. It's not quite as much on this guitar. The DGT, like under here, especially right here, the finish is all like chipping off because of my ring hitting it. With Lanco, I do a big solo moment. Some of you guys have seen it where I start the solo and I'm going. So we're getting into Newland again. Okay. All right, let me see some of you guys' stuff. I'm not a super jazz head. I don't really know. From Goose, Rick, awesome. Michael, I'm playing banjo for a good month now. Heck yeah, Delirious. I pick up our utilities player's banjo a decent bit, and I'm always got it. You got a little runny nose today? I guess so. It's cold. In fact, you know what? To be honest, you guys, and I feel like a bunch of people are gonna leave, but I'm gonna turn the heat up. It's very cold in here. Oh, it's very cold. Okay, I'm back. Oh. I'm thinking about that Tom Bukovac thing now, man. That would be really cool. I think there's a world where I could make it happen. Or Tom's just seen me on the internet. He's like, ah, fuck that kid. Maybe. I don't think so, though. You know? Okay, I'm playing banjo. Joshua Meter. Okay, Headwood. I don't know Joshua. Marin Frusciante. Classics. Good. Hey, thanks, Scott. I appreciate those nice words, dude. Okay, Grant. Tim, I want to tell you how much I appreciate you and your videos. I'm moving to Nashville soon. Watching your videos is a very huge help. And you always answer questions. Say, hey, dude, congratulations on moving to Nashville. And thanks, dude. Super kind. That's what I tried to make it, you know? I tried to make it this channel and stuff, and I love doing these live streams, man. You get caught sometimes, and I wonder if, like, for my YouTube stuff, if, like, I could put out a normal video today, and I should, but I like live streaming, man. I love sitting here and playing and, like, talking with you guys. And it's kind of, like I said, it's like the long form, like, videos Bukovac's doing, but we're live, and I can interact with you. You know, Tom should go live. Actually, Tom just just do whatever he wants, honestly. But it'd be cool to watch him on some live streams like this, answer questions and stuff. Yeah, you guys see those videos of the guy that's been like making like hate videos about Tom or whatever? That's crazy. I went down that rabbit hole the other night. Insane. Anyways, Grant, so congrats on moving to Nashville, man. Here's my biggest tip. I've said this before. If you've been following the channel, you already know. But for anybody out there that's thinking about moving to Nashville or going anywhere for music, here's your biggest hurdle. The number one key. And I don't think anybody would disagree with this. I'd love to sit with Tom and hear what he has to say about it. Just don't get discouraged, man. Don't get discouraged. You might get here and find out real quick you got to spend a lot of time practicing. That's normal. But just don't get discouraged, dude. Because you're going to get here and everyone's going to be better than you. Everybody. Everyone. On every instrument. In every facet. Not everyone. You know, there might be a couple people out there that boost your ego a little bit. But you know what I mean, man? You're going to get down here and everybody's really freaking good. And everybody's dedicated their life to doing this. Literally. So you just, you know... those chords. I got that from a Taste of Soda, right? That riff's obviously right from him, but these chords, you could go. Let's make a loop, you guys. I'm done a loop in a minute. And I'll answer some questions and stuff too, y'all. I'll answer some questions and stuff too. I forgot I have a pitch thing on here. It is pretty minimal, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Let's take the Ganymede and turn this into a looper. Mono. Boom. One switch. Okay. I'm gonna loop some stuff. Riding with the King. Oh, that's a B.B. King song, isn't it? Slide open tuning or standard 440. I do it in standard for the most part. A little bit of open E, but I'm a filthy bassist. You've probably not heard of my inspiration. That's okay. I've been watching Guthrie Trapp videos about cage to snore last year, and it's helped me navigate around the neck better and almost not get lost. Me too, Kane. Me too. Guthrie's the one that kind of started me on that thing. I was working with Guthrie. I'll tell Guthrie's story. I was working with Guthrie at this small school thing. There's like 9-10 students in it for 8 months. And one day, each student had to do project where they were recording a full song. I don't really sing, so I was just playing on some people's songs, and we did a day where we were going to lay guitars on one of the students' tracks. So all the kids are in the control room. There's like 9 of us or so. And then Guthrie's in there, and he's producing the guitars, which kind of just means he's sitting in there and being like, play this type of thing, or let's add this here, or that type of, you know, different people produce in different ways. And it's my turn to be in the so-called hot seat, right? So I'm sitting down, and I'm going to play. And I remember Guthrie. This is how Guthrie is. Like, he's going to tell you like it is. And I think Guthrie would very much agree with that. I think he says that on his channel a lot. He's going to tell you like it is. Not trying to be mean. He's just no filter. He's going to tell you how it is. So I was trying to play some stuff. And I remember he kept taking the guitar from me, and he'd be like, play something like this or do this, and then he'd give it back. And I'm sitting in this studio with all the other students sitting there watching me, and kind of just getting roasted, honestly. I mean, I think we did it for 2 hours, and I didn't get anything that, looking back, there's probably some usable stuff in there, but right, Guthrie was like, oh, it's not it. It's not it. But I remember he kept taking the guitar, and this shape specifically, this way to play an E chord with no major third, this is a real simple shape. I didn't know that shape at the time, and I remember him being like, you don't know this one, man. And I remember he kept saying to me, he's like, man, you don't know your shapes. You just don't know your shapes. Flat and simple. We got done and went to lunch, and I about cried in the car, dude. I remember going to the car and being like, oh my God, I suck. And I'm just so like exposing, and you're in the hot seat, and all the kids are watching. And Guthrie just kept being like, you don't know your stuff, man. You don't know the fretboard. You don't know your stuff. Which was super true, man. I didn't know the K system. I couldn't play E, 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 E. I wasn't thinking about the intervals. I wasn't thinking of playing 1 major third, 5, 1 major third. You know, I wasn't thinking about this stuff. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Right, my 1, 4, 6, 5, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, sharp 4, 4 with 5 in the bass. 1, you know, I didn't know any of that stuff. I could play. I'd come up and like, I could sit and go. Yeah, not if I do that. You know, I could play some stuff, but I just knew it was in the key of G, and there was my little box. So with a little bit of that like tough love in a way, you know, what did I do? I went home, and for the next 8 years, I was learning those shapes. Watching Guthrie's cage system stuff. I was jamming with friends that were way better than me. I was starting to change how I was thinking about playing the instrument through what I was just talking about. Knowing those shapes, looking at the intervals, playing out of those chord shapes, which is so crucial. Now, can I play as good as Guthrie? Of course I can't. But yeah, man, he was the one that set me on that initial path of being like, bro, you don't know your shapes. You don't know what you're doing. He's not going to say it in a nice way, but that's a great example of I could have gone home and been like, I'm just not good enough to do this. Could have done that all day long. Gone home and been like, man, I don't know my stuff. But I went home and practiced instead. And I practiced for years to get to that point, you know, but at the time I couldn't even just run through those shapes, those 5 shapes. So anyways, the cage system stuff's really important, you guys. And the way Guthrie's kind of teaching it right is like, you've got the shape. I can't remember the metaphor he uses. He uses it like building a house, like there's the foundation and this and that. But the essential is you got the shape, you got the arpeggio, right? If I play the arpeggio right there, I added some extra stuff. But then you got the pentatonic around it. So if I'm in C shape, I'm going. Pentatonic. Then you got the major scale. Now it moves up to G shape, right? E shape. I turned that kind of into an E dominant 7 kind of thing. But anyways, okay. All that combined, and those shapes are just so important, man. That's where you land, you know? Instead of just going. Whatever, right? Like, you know? So you can play something simple and tasteful, but when I'm looking at that shape, so there's my landing notes, and maybe I go. Anyways, I went on a big rant about that, huh? But everyone's better than I am. Everyone that's better than I am, which is most, is an inspiration. Hey, man, that's a good way to do it. Email Tom? Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll send him an email. I should just send it. Be like, dude, I just want to hang and record some, you know? And I don't have any fancy production. I just use my iPhone just like he does, you know? But it'd be cool to pick his brain and do it on my channel, you know? But obviously, it's if he wants to do that, because it's, like I said, is that really benefiting him or his channel? No, it'd just be because he's being nice, you know? But Tom, if you're out there, I'd love to do that, brother. Brett Papa. Yeah, I don't know that's, like, Brett is great, but he's running that, like, he's hanging with all those guys because he's running that business, man. I mean, he's helping them produce those lessons, like Guthrie's lesson and stuff, right? Like, that's a Brett Papa and Guthrie collaboration. Brett's not playing really on it. As far as I know, obviously I haven't bought the lesson, but, you know, he's filming that. He's got, I mean, Brett's got, like, a really solid setup for doing that kind of stuff. So, I'm personally, I'd be interested to talk to Brett about YouTube stuff in general. You know, that I'd be interested in. But sitting down, like, player-wise, you know, I'd rather sit with, well, I've sat a lot with Guthrie Trapp, and I've been roasted a lot by Guthrie. And not in a bad way, but, you know, like I said, I just saw Guthrie not that long ago, and he came up to me and said, hey, man, what's up, you know? I hadn't seen him in a while, and he was nice. He was nice. We just talked for a couple minutes. Okay. Hey, can you sing Blue by Young Kai? I don't know that. Sorry, you guys. I'm going on some rants today, dude. I'm going on some rants. John Mayer signature it is, Michael. How many years since you've been playing? 16. Yo, SG Guitar Man. You playing an SG? I'm saving $2,700 for sick Les Paul 50s. Heck yeah, SG. Silver Sky SE, beautiful guitar. Yes, thank you. I do not know any Metallica. I teach guitar. Okay. Okay, I'm going down and... Were you at Dark Horse Institute working with Guthrie? No. Guthrie did a thing... Dark Horse is a little bit more focused on recording. Guthrie did a thing like that, but it was for anybody. You could want to record, you could be a player, an artist. It was more generalized. I did that with Guthrie for 8 months. And there were other teachers in it too. Yeah. Sounds like Guthrie is a prime example. Being a great player doesn't make you a great teacher. I think it's plus or minus. I mean, if you watch a lot of Guthrie's videos, man, I've sat and dissected so many of those. I was just working on a groove the other night. He was doing some kind of little groove, and I was like, all right, I just threw it on, was playing with it. I think just when you sit with Guthrie, he just tells it like it is, you know? If you're going to sit with Guthrie, who knows? It's been a while now. Maybe it's a little different, but... I'm just going to tell it like it is, you know? Like, man, you don't know this. Which sometimes you do kind of need that, you know? And you need that and then need to not break from it. And be like, man, I suck. Instead, be like, okay, I got to go home and work on this, you know? Not like he's being a dick, being mean to you, but... Got to go. Hey, SG man, peace. Moving to Nashville next month. Okay, Luke. What's up, Luke? Moving to Nashville next month. Any invites to connect with musicians and start playing the bars down there? Yes, Luke. Here's my advice. Great piece of advice. I promise this will work. It'll take some time. I promise it'll work. You want to start playing the bars down here? You got to start going to those bars. Go to the bars. Now, here's the extra little tip. And you might already know this. Nashville runs on like a schedule downtown for a good amount of the bars. So, starting at 10 a.m., a few start a little earlier, but general schedule 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. These are the shifts that you'd play. They're 4 hours, no break. I mean, if you have to go to the bathroom real quick, like you can get, you know, but there's no like break. 10 to 2, 2 to 6, 6 to 10, 10 to 2 a.m. Those are the shifts. So if you want to start meeting people down there, your chances of getting in are probably going to start off on an earlier slot in the day, because the nighttime slots are better, tends to be the more experienced, better players. This is a general rule, right? So if you're down there, it also, then you're just fighting a lot of drunk people. So like my recommendation would be get down, go to Broadway during the day. There's not going to be as many people. And if you don't want to be down there for 4 hours, 10 to 2, get down there at noon or 1. Go to a couple bars, find a band you really dig, you think someone's playing great, if you're a guitar player, whatever instrument you are, find someone that you dig, because then you're close to their end time. Once they're done, go up, introduce yourself. Say what's up, man. And this is what I always say to people. This is a great, easy opening. That's some social engineering, right? Go up, compliment. Dude, your playing was awesome. Compliment, introduce, my name's Tim. I just moved to town. Dude, how are you getting that tone? What's that pedal you're using? Tell me about that guitar. You know what people love to talk about? They love to talk about themselves. Compliment, quick introduction of yourself, ask a question. Ask a question. That will start a conversation with just about anybody down there. Some people are going to be nicer than others. Some are going to want to talk more than others. That guy might be heading to a double and he's going straight to another gig. And he might be like, well, come over here. I'm playing over here. You know, but compliment, quick introduction, question. I'll knock it out, right? Someone's playing a sick guitar, cool pedal board, a weird amp you've never seen, just something, you know? So if you go down there towards the end, because if you're there at 10 a.m., you're not going to get to talk to that person until 2 p.m. So, you know, and then just keep doing that. And then you're going to meet someone, then you're going to make a friend, then maybe that friend invites you to a jam. And just be real. Be like, I'm brand new to town. I'm just trying to meet people. You know, that's what I'd do. I'd be like, dude, just wanted to say your playing is killer. I'm Tim, man. I just moved to town. It's great to meet you. And they'd be like, dude, what are you using to get that tone? Or what, that solo on this one song? Like, what are, you know, people and musicians love to talk about that stuff, especially when it's about them, you know. So go up, introduce yourself. Providing that question gives them a chance to be like, the conversation is going to be about you for a minute. I'm not just here to say, you know, here's the worst thing you could do is go down there and just be asking random people to sit in. Don't want to do that. You might be able to crush it. That can totally happen, but a lot of people aren't wanting to take that chance, you know. And those morning shifts is going to be less people, easier to talk to the musicians. Not everyone's not going to be drunk. You're trying to talk to someone after a 2 a.m. gig and they're ready to go home. They might be cooked, either physically because they've been playing all day or they've been drinking all day. The musicians even, right? You know, so I'd start on those midday morning slots and just start finding bars and vibes you like and start introducing yourself, man. Introduction, compliment, introduction, question. Okay, anyways, good luck, Luke. You'll kill it, man. Just do that. That's how you're going to meet people. Been playing for years, but I still get stuck in boxes. How do I start learning cages? Okay, I'm going to talk about that. Let me scroll down before I get way on a rant because I'm a little bit behind on these comments. Hello from Dubai. What's up, Dubai? Still working my way around a horrible hand injury. Lost my index finger on my left hand, making some chords impossible, but now I sound different than anyone else in a good way. Hey, Edward, you know what? That's crazy, and I'm sorry that happened, but that's the right outlook, isn't it, you guys? That's the right outlook, man. CJ said, hey, Tim, even though you're in a national act, you're still very humble. Well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lanco's cool and good. And man, I got so lucky. So lucky. The more I do it and the more I do stuff with Lanco, I love that progression there. Let's do a little funk kind of thing. What was I going to say, though? Oh, just being in Lanco, dude. Being in a band, being the artist, the whole group's the artist. I get a lot more freedom. I have, as far as a side player goes, like the utmost job security. You know, when your face is on the flyer and the t-shirts, it's hard to fire you. You know, I'd have to do something really wrong. I get to record on the projects, and I'm invested, right? it's the difference between being an employee and an owner. And I wish everyone could have that opportunity. Sadly, there's just not really any bands. You could start a band, but man, the more I'm in Lanco and playing, and just I love those guys and stuff. These guys are like my brothers. Some people came out for my birthday last night. It was me, Brandon, our singer, and Jared, our utility player, and then some other friends I have outside of Lanco. But I'll just hang out. Those guys are like my brothers, dude. And I just got so lucky. And the more I do it, the more I'm like, man, I don't know that I could kill it if I practiced a lot and learning, okay, Post Malone needs a guitar player, which happened to a guy I met. And you learn this stuff, and you learn it all note for note and this and that, I could do it. I'd have to spend a lot of time practicing, but I really, really like the freedom aspect of being like, dude, play your stuff. I still got to learn the parts, don't get me wrong, but, now we're at the phase where I just recorded all over the last album. So, 5, 6 of these songs we're playing live. The parts I had to learn are the parts I recorded. I already know them, man. I played it or made it up. So, anyways, okay. Thanks for the nice comment, though. If you're going to try and collab, make sure you send him exactly what you're looking for. He's talked about this. Don't just say, hey, can we hang? Ask for something specific with a plan. Yeah, I think so. I don't know the right way to say this. How do I say it? I think if I wasn't doing what I was doing, invisible, how do I say this like in a kind way? I think I'd have better luck than the normal person of like, Tom, can we hang? Especially if I met him out somewhere. I was watching him play. Doesn't mean he would. I just think like I've met Tom before. I know Guthrie. Anyways, I don't know like a kind way to say that I don't really have a plan, and I think I could get away with that. Here's a super easy thing. I got a couple guitars where I'm like, dude, he likes to work on guitars, be like, what do you think about this thing? But it also may not work at all. But I just don't know a kind way to respond to that without sounding like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Sorry, you guys. Just the best tip I ever heard. Judah, what tip are you talking about? Grant, Judah, I just got this guitar last week. You love it? Heck yeah. Great new word for marketing yourself and your skills. Love it. Yeah, social engineer. Yeah. Okay. I don't really know any Prince style. How do you tell a potential future band leader that he shouldn't expect me to play exactly like another person, i.e. Brent Mason? How do you tell a potential future band leader? I think I need more context, because there might be a context where you shouldn't tell them that. And if the gig was requiring you to do something exactly like that, there's just different context. Everything's about context, I don't know what you're playing. Okay, let's, you know what I was going to loop way before? Let's see if I can loop something cool out of that. 1, 2, 3, Come here. Come here. Come on. Yeah. Look at this. This is Stetson. My little Italian greyhound. Come here. Gotta show him your face, huh? Look at that. Come on. Look at that. This is a sweet little guy. This is a sweet little guy. It's a good dog, man. Okay, let me answer some more questions. I had to play for a second, you know? Everybody left. The stream today isn't as many people as normal, but we're here. I don't even know Smoke on the Water. Tim, who's the best setup person in Nashville? Coming down there and want to have 4 bases worked on and set up. I got you, CJ. Payton. Sean Payton. I think it's Payton. Look up Sean Payton, Instrument Repairs, or look him up on Instagram. Shoot him a DM. Sean Payton. Sean Payton. He works on all my stuff. He works on a lot of cat stuff. There's a ton of great setup people. So just one best, it's hard. We're really spoiled in Nashville because there's so many good setup people. But Sean's my guy. Sean Payton. S-E-A-N P-A-D-E-N. Sean Payton. I'll say it again. Sean Payton. Go to Sean. He does guitar. He'll do bass too. He'll do basses. Sean's got a crazy career, man. I think he was out with Linkin Park for like a decade. Not even a decade. I think he did stuff with Kiss. I can't remember Motley Crue. I mean, Sean's deep in the world, dude. Sean knows a lot of cats, and he's done a lot, and he's been around the world doing guitar tech stuff. And he makes guitars, and he's a friend, man. Sean's the cat. Great question, CJ. Okay. Oh, yeah, great, Judah. I'm glad that helps. Hey, thanks, you guys. I want to give creative freedom to give it your twist. Yeah. Yo, William. This is awesome. Hey, thanks. Hi, Tim. I appreciate your humbleness and your straight wicked. Hey, thanks, man. Wow, William, such a kind comment, dude. Thank you. Scott, good to see you. We got the Bella back, dude. Here's my favorite part about this Bella, dude, is listen. This reverb, so a lot of Fender amps. Y'all play some Fender amps, right? That reverb after about 3 starts getting a little like out of hand, right? It's not always usable. Listen to this. I'm gonna turn this reverb all the way up. Now this amp is noisy. It's making some noise, and I'm sitting a foot away from it. Listen, dude, this is the reverb all the way up, and this shit is still usable. It's the best reverb I've played on an amp. Best reverb I've played on an amp. Paid in guitar services. Yes, AJ. Thank you, dude. CJ, that link. And you can also just look up Sean on Instagram. The first time I met him and got work done from him, I just DM'd him on Instagram. And he was like, come by, you know. Sean's the man. Some nice playing. Hey, thanks. That's what I was asking before. Like, how do you improv on other basic... How do you improv on other than basic blues scale? Okay, well so that whole thing I'm thinking, I'll give you the general idea of what I'm thinking. Now, there didn't have a complete structure, right? So I started with this thing. Let's turn that reverb back up for fun. Yeah, I started with this thing, right? So off the bat, I'm in the key of E. Now I'm starting on the 6. Some might say C sharp minor, but my general thinking is I'm going to be in E major. And I'm going 6, 5, 3, 4. So I started with that. I was going... See how I moved the progression down to here. Now, it doesn't give you the same open strings, but I'm thinking 6, 5, 3, 4, right? I'm thinking 6, 5, 3, 4. You see what I'm saying? 6, 5, 3, 4, 6, 5. If I play it right, 5, 3, 4. You know, so in general, okay, I've got an idea, and then I played through it. So if I was going to play lead ideas, I'm thinking major scale. Now I'm on the 6, so off the bat, I'm going to be targeting the 6, kind of like I'm playing minor. It's like 5, 3. So, anyways, I think I picked that scale, the overarching key, and there in my mind I just 6, 5, 3, 4. Now here's the biggest thing that's gonna make you sound good is some type of consistent rhythm. Now that is a spacey kind of rhythm thing, but even playing lead notes, if I'm going... See how I'm doing it really slow, but you're still hear that progression move when I go... See, I'm doing it slow, and that might be a good way off the bat of saying slow, and I'm going to intentionally hit that note. Hit the note. I'm just... For the most part, I'm hitting just roots there when I'm changing. I'm going 6, 5, 3. I'm literally playing the third right there. 4. Play the major third of the 5. Minor third of the 3. The 4. helps a little bit. How long have you been playing guitar? 16 years. That's some nice hybrid picking. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. I'll tell you what, the hybrid picking I use all day long, all over and all my playing, bro. All my playing. Because there's a great example. You say hybrid picking, and a lot of people think country off the bat. Country, you know, which I get, right? If I turn that reverb down a little bit, and we're down on that bridge pickup, I'm getting it. Whatever, right? But hybrid picking also all day long goes with. Anyways. AJ, thanks again, dude. Great. It's great having you in here, man. It really is. Princeton Reverb clone. Heck yeah. Dave, that's awesome, dude. Dave, do you just like buy parts and look up what you need, or do you buy kits, or how do you do that? Tim, you're seriously amazing. Hey, thanks, William. How many amps do I have currently? Good question. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 if you include the Positive Grid Spark 2, the practice amp, which is awesome, and I do literally use. It's normally sitting in my living room. Right now it's sitting in here because I was jamming on some tracks earlier, and I used that as a Bluetooth speaker. But I also, like when my amp was out on the road and the Bella Reverb was down, I was playing a lot through the Positive Grid. Positive Grid is sick. Let's pull out the hollow body for a second, you guys. Get you a little bit different flavor than the Strat, the faux Strat, you know. This is a PRS Hollow Body 2. Check out the back. I love this thing, dude. This thing is a workhorse. It's already getting all scuffed up. I got a big old chunk taken out of it. It on the road. Big old chunk. All right, let's play some music. Let's turn that reverb back up, dude. Saturated drive, right? Let's do like a Klon style. Reverb, more reverb than you need on a part like that. Oh, more reverb than you need on a part like that. The dog and the cat are just having a field day. Okay, damn it, that's awesome. I get it better now, thanks. And where did you learn these like 1-4-5 stuff? Do you recommend a music theory book or a video perhaps? Okay, Mert. So let me try and explain it. You could look up like Nashville number system. That might help. But when I'm saying 1-4-5, if I'm in the key of E, this is what I mean. Let me walk you through it. I'm in the key of E. Key of E. So the 1 chord is E, because we're in the key of E. So if we want to find the 4 chord, you need to just know the major scale, and you just count 1, 2, 3, 4 up the major scale. So here's E major. Let me go to this middle pickup. Right, so I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4. What note did I land on? Okay, that's an A. So the 4 chord is an A. Right? Now 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What note did I land on? A B. 5 chord is a B. Now there's one extra little piece to that. You need to know, this is really basic theory. You just got to commit this to memory. And if you've got a pen and paper right now, write this down, or I'll say it to you right now. And learn this. It's the harmonized major scale, which just means diatonically, or just in normal major scale, what those chords are. So how do I know the 1 chord is major? Because we're in major, so it's 1. The 4 chord's major, and the 5 chord's major, right? It's technically, you could do major 7 or dominant. Let's just keep it major for now, okay? How do you know that? There's just a pattern. So the 1 chord is major. The 2 chord is minor. Write this down if you want to learn this. 1 chord is major. 2 chord is minor. The 3 chord is minor. The 4 chord is major. The 5 chord is major. The 6 chord is minor. 7 chord, half diminished. Don't even worry about it right now. You can skip the 7th if you want. And then we're back to 1, right? So my 1 chord in an E major scale. Let's play the E major scale. 1, E, 1, 2, F sharp minor, 1, 2, 3. A flat minor, G sharp minor, whatever you want to call it. 1, 2, 3, 4, A, because 4 is major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B. 5 is major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the relative minor. C sharp minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? We can come up here and do half diminished, okay? Back to 1. So, great way to teach that I sometimes do is in E. We're just going to walk up the scale. So, right, just on that low E string, but we're going to turn them into chords. So 1 is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5 is major, 6 is minor. Skip the 7th for now if you're learning this. Back to 1. Then play descending. Now, a more fun way to play that is doing all open strings like this. It sounds a lot prettier. Come up here, little guy. Come on. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Good guy. All right. Okay, great question. Brad Paisley's a great one to steal some hybrid licks from. Any tips on learning country? I do mostly rock and blues stuff, but if I want to play in Nashville, it sounds like I should probably get good at playing country. Yeah, I'd start with the hybrid picking stuff, man. Look up intro to hybrid picking. In fact, I might have a video, just to plug myself, I might have a video on intro. This is how I normally teach. I'll give you the really quick version. Also, if you want to book a lesson, timavenmusic@gmail.com. I do lessons. I'm happy to do one with you. But we're going to go pick, pop, pick, pop. So my picks, we're going to do a little A power chord. Right? And we're going to picks on the A string, middle fingers on the D string, ring fingers on the G string. You just go pick, pop. Now here's the other extra thing. Look, here's without it muted. You want it country, you palm mute that. This dog is so sweet. This dog is so sweet. He just brought me over one of his toys and wants me to throw up for him. How many toys have you brought in here? I see 4 sitting here. Boop. Oh, not a very enthusiastic run. Okay, you guys. I'm going to hang on here for a little bit. Maybe use a jazz chord book. Yeah, that could be helpful too. That hybrid chicken picking. What is going through your head on that? Major, minor, following the progression. Great question, Junior. So there I was talking about the little actual technique. Let me see how far. Okay, I'm not that far from the bottom of the comments, so let me talk about this. Hold on, that's freaking beautiful. Hey, thanks, William. I do really like this guitar, man. It's not even a 10 top. Got a big old chip in it now. It got blasted in the vault somehow. I love the back, dude. And they're thicker. It's not crazy thick, but it's, you know. Listen to this acoustic, too. The action's kind of low. It's definitely got jingle. Hey. We're not going to eat the plant. Nope. Boop. I got to take the dog out here in a couple minutes, I think. Okay, so you said what's going through your head. It's the country stuff can be harder than some blues off the bat because it's so much where I'm mixing major and minor. Do you want to come up here? You were just up here and then you wanted to get down. Come on. Good boy. Yeah. The country, there's 5 toys on the ground. It's mixing major and minor. So, and that thing I was just playing, what was he doing? So if I'm playing over that, I'm thinking kind of like you start major and then tease that minor a little bit, and then we're focusing a lot on that flat 7. It's gonna be that kind of, right there. Flat 7, so I'm thinking flat 7 here, so so it's focusing a lot on mixing major and minor, and then when it goes to a new chord, you're really emphasizing it. A lot of times, on some old cool country stuff, so if I'm going, did a really bad job of keeping consistent rhythm when I'm moving through those changes. But you hear how, even if it wasn't consistent, that wasn't the best example. It was kind of sloppy playing. But you hear when I moved to the chord. When I went up to that 4 chord, right? I'm on the 4 chord. Back to 1. And a lot of that leading to the next chord is going minor, major, third. So minor to major, third of the chord we're heading on, and then root, right? You could just practice that. It's going. And it's playing with that flat 7 in all of them, too. That's where country, I'm really am thinking, okay, once we're over the D, I'm playing out of... Look at the dog back there. Is there an animal outside? He's really enthralled. If I'm playing over the 4 chord or whatever, you know, so we're in A. Let's tune this a little bit. Right, I'm playing an A. Oh, there it is, okay. A little out of tune. G was very out of tune. Sorry, you guys. Been a sloppy example with a guitar that's not tuned right. So on that country stuff, man, I'm really thinking when we hit that 4 chord, same with blues. Blues and country are real similar, you know. A lot of it comes down to inflection in the right hand. Are you climbing on my back? What is it? Can you guys see this? You can't see this. His back leg is on my back. What are you doing? There we go. A lot of it's just inflection. So if I'm doing a blues, I'll go. So I messed that one up. I'm going. So we went to the 4 chord. I'm still moving in between those. What is this with this leg on the back thing? Okay. See, I'm still moving in between those chords, right? But it's obviously more blues flavor. Now, let's take that same idea, but country it up a little bit. I'm going to use more hybrid picking. I'm going to do more major bends, right? When I go to the 5, I might do a lick. Whereas in the blues, I do like we're on the 1 chord. Right, that's it, going to the 5, the 4, back to the 1. Maybe in country I go. So if I'm doing a country version, I go. Anyways, am I kind of making sense, or was that a terrible example? I don't know. The Sparks are super cool, man. Curtis, what type of merch does Lanco have? We've got a bunch of stuff. It's all on the website, too. If you look up, it's on the website. You can order it. This one's Lanco. It says we're going to make it on the back of it. It's the title of the album, right? It's a great sweatshirt, man. Nice. It's really comfortable. They run just slightly small, so you might want to go one size up. But we've got hats, koozies, vinyls, shirts, sweatshirts, crew neck, all kinds of stuff. If you come out to a show, we've got some like old stock stuff too that we'll sell at the shows too that aren't like on the website anymore or whatnot. Greatest Love Story shirts, Born to Love Ya, shirts with our faces on it, shirts that just say Lanco. Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks, William. Yeah, if you guys are interested in a one-on-one sit-down lesson, AJ's been putting my thing in there, timhavenmusic@gmail. I do online lessons. You're really, what's out there that you're so enthralled with? There's no cows out today. I need to take you to go outside to go to the bathroom, though. Maybe that's the problem. Or you just want some attention, huh? You want to scratch the guitar? Yes, okay. Oh, whoops, I was talking about lessons. Yeah, if you guys are interested in that, I do online lessons over Zoom. The whole thing's recorded. You get the recap. You can book just one at a time. You don't have to book like a package or anything like that. And I'm happy to work on, if you're sitting in this live stream, you're seeing some of the stuff we're working on. Anything. That stuff, cage system stuff, blues stuff, you know. Or what's that lick out? Then what do you play? All right. I don't know where we're going with that. Okay, you guys. Let me answer a couple more questions. I got to hop off here at some point, not too long. William, hey, yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. It makes it Tim's PRS. That chip is memory. You're right, William. I say it on here all the time, man. If you're going to take these things out and use it, you know, can't get baby. There's honestly a bunch. This is the only one you're going to be able to see on the camera. There's a big old ding right here. There's another one I found on here. I like finding them. There's nothing too bad on the neck yet. The DGT's, well, the DGT I've just had longer. It's more beat up. If you look in the right light, like the back bout right here, all right here where it's kind of right in here, is all just light scratches on the finish all over it, just from my my clothes and my freaking stuff. But yeah, I mean, old girl's getting the work put in, and I've had this guitar 2 months, 3 months? No, not even 2 months. Keep finding like dried like sweat and stuff. What is this? I don't know what that is. Anyways, I do like finding them. The DGT's got them all over, man. It's part of it, you know? If you're gonna play these instruments and go out live and do the thing, they're gonna get beat up, dude. Okay. Is that a PRS, Preston? Yeah, it's a PRS hollow body, too. And they call this charcoal burrs, which is normally not the color I'd pick, but I've really liked this, and it's been a fun change-up. I think it's really cool, man. Also has a piezo. I mean, we're in here not even using the piezo, but check this out. You guys want to hear the piezo through this? Here's just the piezo. Ha! Anyways, there's the piezo through an amp. Normally at front of house, I'm sending it. This guitar's got 2 output jacks, right? I'm sending the piezo line straight to front of house through a good acoustic DI. You can also blend them, so that's just the piezo. Let's blend them. So here's a little bit of both. It's a cool sound, honestly. With the piezo on, it adds a little bit more to that percussiveness. There we go. Sorry. I don't know any Creed, I'm sorry. Okay, you guys, let me go. Learning how to build your own scale. Is that what you're working on, or? That's my favorite fretboard ever. Hey, thanks, TJ Barry. Check this out. Once we get close to, right? Sorry, I'm getting a weather notification. That's why my phone blacked out. But They're like the abalone with white inlaid birds. I don't know how well you can see it, but they're really cool, man. The piezo is also sick too. I when I'm just sitting here playing, I forget about it, but just the character in the top end, it brings out like that's them blended. Here's just the piezo. Here's just the magnetic. And then we have both. We got. Are you just desperate for some attention? Yeah, you're just desperate for some attention. Okay, you guys. I might stream again later. I want to keep going. I need to take the dog outside. He probably just needs to go to the bathroom. He's like, no, I don't actually care about hanging out with you. But, hey, thanks, you guys. Thanks for hanging out in here. Great stream today. Perfect, Mr. Tim. Hey, thanks, you guys. Is it possible to make a living in Nashville on guitar without having to play Broadway? I mean, technically, yeah, I do. And I make content on Broadway, but I don't consistently play on Broadway. Not anymore. I did a long time ago. But yes, it is. It's hard. And Broadway, you know, is a great start and can get you in quick. But, yeah. Any Martins I do, I got a 0015 up on the wall. All right, little guy, we're going to go to the bathroom. You guys, I got to take him out. This one is 22 frets. But, all right, you guys, I've got to roll. Hey, until next time, peace.